My mind, because the minds that I have loved, the sort of beauty that I have approved, prosper but little, has dried up of late, yet knows that to be choked with hate may well be of all evil chances chief. If there's no hatred in a mind, assault and battery of the wind can never tear the linnet from the leaf. In this stanza, he tells about himself a little bit. He also suffered from love and beauty, but he emphasizes that hatred is destructive, and he also asserts that hatred is the worst thing in the world. So he hopes his daughter will not have such an emotion in the form of, hatred. He wants her to be, compassionate, kind, and, traditionally rooted, so that she will not become corrupted. There will be no evil thoughts in her mind, because evil thoughts will bring hatred. So he believes that a soul free from hatred will always preserve innocence and calmness, peace of mind in life. So just as there is a storm outside, can't tear leaves from the sturdy trees. There are strong trees outside. So even if a strong wind cannot tear the leaves or branches from those trees. So just like that, a compassionate, a kind and very traditionally rooted women are so strong that you cannot tear them or break them. Their opinions, their strong opinions. So he is worried about the future warlike situation that may happen, but at the same time he assures himself that may his daughter be grow into a very strong and kind woman, that she can survive these turmoil and warlike situations in the future. An intellectual hatred is the worst. So let her think opinions are accursed. Have I not seen the loveliest woman born out of the mouth of plenty's horn because of her opinionated mind? Batter that horn, and every good by quiet natures understood, for an old bellows full of angry wind. Here, the poet wants his daughter to shun or avoid passion and wild feelings, evil passion and wild feelings, because it can be considered as a weakness of beautiful women. She must be temperate, because people who love deeply could hate deeply too. So, an intellectual hatred is the worst of hatreds. Hate destroys people and makes them so cruel that they do things which are so evil and may harm people. So, in this stanza, he uses the image plenty's horn, and it symbolizes the source of rich gifts that will be given or served to his daughter. And this part of the poem also accuses the loveliest women, because loveliest women's we have already seen in the previous stanzas that loveliest women take stupid decisions, and at the same time, loveliest women can also bring hatred in their minds, like Morgan, because she didn't took the right decision, or according to him, she didn't approve his proposal. She didn't properly, she wanted gifts from him, or maybe she expected more from him, and maybe he was not able to give it to her, and he hopes that her daughter will not be like that. He wants her daughter to be very lovely, but not to take stupid decisions, and develop hatred in her mind. Even if she get good gifts and rich gifts, she has to use them well and wisely. So he wants his daughter to experience neither the disappointment nor hatred. Considering that all hatred driven hence, the soul recovers radical innocence and learns at last that it is self delighting, self appeasing, self affrighting, that its own sweet will is heaven's will. She can, though every face should scowl and every windy quarter howl, over every bellows burst, be happy still. So, in this ninth stanza, Eads tells about his idea about the hatred and the recovery of the world. He describes the impact of the hatred and also the benefit of staying away from hatred. Once hatred is driven out from your mind, the soul will become pure. It will get its innocence back. The soul will become free to explore, and you'll be self-delighting, self-appeasing, self-affrighting. So according to the poet, the ideal woman makes everyone happy and comfortable. Despite there are all storms of misfortunes, obstacles may come in her way, it's life, but still if she is strong, if she is strong enough to withstand everything, she will consider people around her, and her will would be that of heavens if she has a very clear mind. So he supports that kind of a woman who can heal herself by staying away from hatred, or getting away from hatred, and also the world will be purified by avoiding. If a person can do it, then anyone can do. The world can avoid hatred and diversions. Then we all can recover our innocence and can be happy. And coming to last stanza, and may her bridegroom bring her to a house where all's accustomed ceremonious, for arrogance and hatred are the wares peddled in the thoroughfares, but how in custom and in ceremony are innocence beauty born. And ceremonies a name for the rich horn, and custom for the spreading laurel tree. So in this last stanza, the poet expresses his final wish, that he hopes her daughter to be married in a ceremony of which source is the horn again, plenty of horn. So he uses the ceremony to symbolize the richness of the horn and the power of the laurel tree. He prays that his daughter to be married to a good husband and takes care of a house with, with traditional values, aristocratic values. So he believes that there should not be any arrogance or hatred. It's natural that we all are common folks. We all are common people. There will be chances of arrogance and hatred, but we have to maintain that morality or purity in our mind. Then only we will be able to survive. So the poet does not want her to live a very, you know incadent in life. He concludes by stating that his daughter would be rooted in spiritual values like a laurel tree and will lead a very successful and victorious life. So there ends our poem, a prayer for my daughter.